Trailside Bike Park, Park City, Utah. This place is awesome. On our recent 5-day trip to Park City, we love this place so much we actually went 4 different times. It's a short, roughly 5-minute pedal up to the top on this gravel road, or you can stop about halfway at this skills progression area where you can work on things like rock gardens, small drops, and wooden features. There are actually features for varying ability levels from beginner to more technical like the one that you see me hitting here. This is a fantastic place to get prepped for the downhill trails. There's also a really great jump line. It's actually 2 different lines. There's a beginner one on the right or a more intermediate line like the one you see us hitting here. It's a perfect place for learning to jump or progressing your jumping skills. And again, getting ready for the downhill trails.
Good riding with you guys.
There's yours truly. I demoed a Santa Cruz Mega Tower for the week. Now once you make it up to the top, you're going to be greeted with some amazing scenery. This place is beautiful. There's this really cool wooden platform and it has descriptions of all the different trails. This one's Bamm Bamm. It says it's for expert riders only. It's the first one you'll see on the right when you come up. Now Mr. Muchrocks, it's an advanced intermediate tech trail. And then unless you're an absolute beginner, I recommend that you start with Bronto Jam. It's an intermediate flow trail with no mandatory features. Now we're fortunate enough to bump into these 3 really cool dudes. They were from relatively close by. They were nice enough to let me follow them in as we rolled into Bronto Jam. Now as you can see, Bronto Jam, it's all about rollers, small to medium tables, berms, and flow. There's even a few features along the way. Here's a really awesome wooden wall ride. It can be a little intimidating at first, but just hold your speed and it rides super smooth. And holding your pace through this entire trail is key so that you can clear all the tables. It's a really nice wooden feature. You can actually go around, you can roll it, or you can drop it like we did. And 2 fairly steep wall rides actually round out a really good flow trail, Bronto Jam. Here's another shot of the wall ride. Back up at the top, we're now looking at Bamm Bamm. This sign basically says if you can't roll this first drop, you probably shouldn't ride this trail. And I'll have to admit it was a little intimidating the first time that I hit it, but I quickly realized that it's super smooth. I stood at the back side of that drop and it actually comes up to my shoulders. I'm 5'9". If you've never hit this trail before, I recommend just rolling up onto the features one time and scope them out. That's what I did and it helped a lot. Here's a nice bridge drop. You can roll it like I did, or you can do like these guys were doing and actually drop it to the dirt. It's pretty impressive. This is a mandatory wall ride, but it's very smooth and actually doesn't require a ton of speed, with a nice little gap jump at the end. And we'll come into another nice drop, and again, it's very smooth. Now this next wooden feature, it's called a whale's tail. It can be pretty intimidating at first, but again, it's a very smooth feature. Just ride it. Another nice and steep wall ride. A drop. Big table and a berm. And that rounds out one of the best downhill trails that I've ever ridden. Such a good feeling of accomplishment when you make it down the first time.
See you later. Thank you so much.
Alright, thank you.
Here's some drone shots of the same guys warming up earlier in the day. This will give you another perspective on the features. And again, we're back up at the top. We're now going to drop into Mr. Muchrocks. Mr. Muchrocks is an advanced to intermediate trail. If you're a solid intermediate rider that has any experience rolling small drops and rock gardens, you should be completely fine. If those sort of features are out of your skill set, or you're uncomfortable with them, I recommend hitting that skills progression area. You'll be hitting this trail before you know it. This trail has some amazing scenery, although you can't take too much time to look up because of all the different rock gardens that'll be ahead of you. So you can actually see the Park City Ski Resort in the background. This entire trail system is super well thought out, very well maintained. Getting more wooden features, they look intimidating, but they roll super smooth. I do wish I'd seen the potential to hit these as tabletops. Now some nice flow and coming into a really cool wooden wall ride. Couple bridge drops, and that pretty well rounds out the Trailside bike park experience. We had such an amazing time at Trailside. It was perfect for the varying ability levels that we had on the trip with us. I hope that you get a chance to make it out to Trailside. I also hope that you'll like this video and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more reviews coming up soon. Thanks again for watching, and go check out Trailside.